What's up, Blood? How are you? Um, I don't. I just see that there's one person. I'm doing the giveaway tonight. Hey, Martin, how's it going? But yeah, I assume Blood 151 booster bundle. You're one in on that. It's good. It's cold and rainy. Yeah, it's probably mid 60s, low 70s. It was windy earlier, but it's not bad right now. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. So so I'll put you down. Yeah. So I don't know if you were still around last night when I had to just cancel the live. Michigan, go Michigan. Um, but my son was up. My wife got called in to work, so I had to go watch him. He didn't fall asleep till 10 o'clock this morning. My daughter was up at that point. So I got a couple 30-minute naps in, and that was it. That was it. How did Michigan play today? I didn't get to watch them. Did you? By the way, Jacob, I put at the end of my video, I don't even know if you saw it yet, but I put like, because apparently people only care about like getting straight to the point. But I wished you a happy birthday in yesterday's, was it yesterday? This morning? This morning's video. And I was hoping a bunch of people make it to the end of the video and wish you happy birthday, but nobody, I don't know if anybody ever did or not, but I didn't see anything. But, anyways, happy birthday. So, what'd you get? You're good, Martin. It was just, I don't see a lot of people doing that. And so I was like, yeah. He told me about his birthday being on Phantasmal Flames release day. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I wish him happy birthday. Maybe a decent amount of people will, but nobody stays around long enough. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's a rough one. That's like I said, I'm still waiting on my booster box, but that's what I would probably get. So, but don't worry. Here in a couple months, you'll be able to pick up that Zard for 300 bucks, if not less. Everyone and their mother is pulling that card at this point. Oh yeah, that sucks. That's see, what is it? Rotom, Dawn. I just looked at it yesterday. Rotom, Dawn, Charizard, Sharpedo. Is there another one? There has to be another. Oh, and the Lopunny. I will say though, I like the Rotom better than I like the Lopunny. So yeah, I mean, it's not even really like I'm not trying to stay consistent on videos. Like when I say like I'll see you guys Friday, that's what I plan on doing. And then there's something I want to talk about. So, and a lot of people, a decent amount of people, not a lot of people, but a decent amount of people have said that they like the car videos. So, like the other day, I was sitting in traffic on my way home, and I was like, "Oh, I'll make a car video." So we'll see, we'll see. Obviously, I've got a kid on the way that's going to be here in late December, early January. So I'm gonna try to get some videos pre-recorded. The lives, you know, like the lives may be more sporadic, as far as Saturdays, I may have a kid, I may be holding a baby, I don't know. So, but I'm trying. We're growing. Um, we'd probably be at close ish to 350 subscribers, but I got people that they like when people join, the people leave. So, I'm trying. I'm trying to get there. Yeah, the Piplup, I really like the Piplup. So, um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, the Rotom's not awful. And I kind of talked about it in the video, but we also talked about it yesterday in the live before I had to go. A lot of those cards are pretty much the only expensive cards are the Charizards. So, like in a matter of no time, you'll be able to pick up whatever you want. You like the art on the Piplup? Yeah, there's some good IRs in the set for sure. So I have a question. I was thinking about this. Would you guys, if you were thinking about it, do you think that the Mega Block and the Dewgong, yeah, those are both super. Like I'm gonna get those cards for my daughter. She would love those. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with the whole Rotom thing. Too much love. Too how many SIRs is it? There's like SIR every other set. It seems like. But anyways, do you guys think that Mega will be the end of this? Do you think that the hype's going to continue through all the Mega sets, or do you think that during the Mega Block, like the hype's going to start dying off? People are going to start leaving the hobby before we even get to Gen 10. Are you talking about with what's his name? Something Pokey something Blab Pokey Blab? Yeah, I don't know if that's what you're talking about because I watched his live stream today, and I don't know if you were here last night when I kind of talked a little bit about how I'm feeling on that whole situation. Let's see, Jacob. You said you think Summer is going to die. Yeah, that's how. I don't think. I don't. I think that the Mega Block's going to be the death of obviously not Pokemon, but of this hype, and people are going to start leaving. But I know a lot of people. They just say that Pokemon just makes banger after banger sets. Of course we have Mega Dream, which now I've heard people saying that if we don't get something better than that Gengar, that set's probably going to be bad, which of course is all speculation. And then after that, it's supposed to be Ninja Spinner, which is the Greninja upside down, and then what is it, Storm Emeralda or Emerald Storm, which people are still saying Mega Rayquaza. So I personally feel like during Mega, we're gonna see demand leaving. I think we're already gonna see it with Phantasmal Flames coming up because we got almost 2 months before Mega Dream, and then we have another what, probably 2 months. So we've got realistically like maybe like 4 months before another booster box comes out, like a new booster box. So the reason why I'm asking is I think I'm gonna make a video about it later tonight, but I get so much backlash. But I also thought it'd be funny to kind of troll on everybody. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though, is there's, at least in my opinion, right? Like everyone's saying for that Storm Emeralda, Emerald Storm, that it's supposed to be Rayquaza or Rayquaza, however you pronounce it. But then people are saying like, oh, it's gonna have Rayquaza in there. But what if it doesn't? You know, like there's no guarantee of OG Megas coming. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like 30th is not going to be great, and I have people arguing they're like the 20th and the 25th anniversary. You must have not been around when it first came out. Everybody wanted it. I'm like, I understand that. I get that everybody wanted it, but shortly after, nobody gave a flying fuck about it. You know, but people just want to nitpick everything. So, what's up, crazy? Crazy. We're doing that 151. Um, I assume you want in on that, right? I'm just trying to get people. I hope, I hope this would make me the happiest person in the world. I hope that with Mega Dream, Legendary Dream, whatever they call it, which apparently they're supposed to. We'll see what they actually do with it. But because it's a specialty set or holiday set or something, I can't remember what people are saying about it, but essentially it goes back to the past 2 years. So we could be getting a remake of Surging Sparks Pikachu. Um, we could be getting a remake of the Bubble Mew. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I hope. I hope it's just remakes of all like super popular cards, and just people get pissed, they leave. You know, let's just get this train going sooner than later. Yeah. Well, crazy. We've been talking about the 30th sucking, or like people not really caring for it long term. And then Jacob was talking about the for Mega Dream, Legendary Dream, whatever they're going to call it, having that Crown Pikachu terrestrial or whatever terrestrial, whatever you want to call it, crown on its head. So I know there's people that are saying that with that set, it's supposed to kind of remake the last some of the cards from the last 2 years. I don't I don't mind the crowns that much, like, but you have to understand Terrachu, yeah. You have to understand for me, I like the rainbow borders because I have a daughter, you know. So I don't really mind the crowns and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan on some of the crowns, but like the Pikachu, I think is fine. It's not really a chase card for me. The Umbreon, I don't really think it's that noticeable. The Charizards, I don't think they're that noticeable. So it's not like a huge deal. But I do like the Rainbow Border, so they'll probably end up getting rid of those. Well, blood, it really depends on what you want. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, and I get it, it's all personal preference. Some people like them, some people hate them. I think for some of the cards they work out really well. Other cards they don't work out that well. So I don't, I don't think we got a promo. Did you? Is that what you said? Crazy? I don't think. Not that I can think of. The only thing I can think of is that Surging Sparks Pikachu. Yeah. Well, the 25th, the Gold Star Greninja. I think right now is a good time to pick it up. Let me see. Let me see how much it's actually going for. I know it was going. I know it blew up and then it went back down. I think it's like 15, $20, but that for sure will go up. and then yeah, anything Zards. But I mean, you're not really missing that much, honestly. But I get what you're saying. Like, if you want them, just because you want them, like, go for it. But I wouldn't just be buying them because you think they're gonna like explode in price. And even if they do explode in price, I think they're gonna go back down once the whole 25th or sorry 30th is over with. Let me see. Is it 20 for the Greninja right now? Let me see. It's gonna be a lot easier when I get a computer. 16. Well, let's see. Is that near mint? Let's see, condition near mint. Yeah, $20. Yeah, it's kind of flatlined. So the cheapest was a couple days ago. It was like $16. So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna start climbing. So I pick it up. Yeah, as long as you like the cards, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, just and even still, like if you just want to get cards, blood. If you just want to get cards for like personal collection, and you don't really care about like reselling them or anything like that, like you can go to lightly played. It's $12. Moderately played, like 9.49. I would definitely though. I would check out eBay. Um, if you go any of those routes because it just depends on how you want to do it. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Crazy said I'm not sure what was in Super Electric Breaker. The only the only Terra Pikachu that I can think of is from Surging Sparks. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, there was. Let's see. They had um, they had uh, the Pikachu's that they had for Prismatic, which was the gold Prismatic Pikachu, just kind of like the goofy looking one with the little crown on his head. And I'm pretty sure it was the same picture for what was it, Surging Sparks also, just the full art. So, but I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think that they would do something like that, unless they want to turn it into like an SIR or anything like that. Let's see, Martin. The next single card that you want to get is Zard sitting on the pillar. Not sure what set it was from. Let me see, because I don't think I even know what you're talking about. If you remember what if you end up remembering what set that is, let me know. Is it I know there's the Lost Origin trainer gallery, but that's not a pillar. It's a trainer. Yeah, Jacob, I agree. That Charizard, I know everyone's like hating on it right now. I think honestly it could have beaten Umbreon from Prismatic. Um, and it still might long term, but it just seems like it's such an easy card to pull. Um, that the value just doesn't seem to be there. Let's see. Oh, Blood, you're a vendor too. So you went from scalper to collector to vendor. See the 30th reprints. It could be alt arts. Yeah, I mean that's not a crazy idea. If they only, yeah, I mean Pokemon, they're still they're still doing those drops every now and then where they have like Fusion Strike and stuff like that. I could definitely see that being a possibility. Um, I think that the 30th anniversary, as far as a set, you know, it could go two. You could go two ways. One, they just kind of do kind of what they did with the 25th, a couple little remakes here and there, and then, um, or they could just go balls to the wall and go back from the beginning and hit different, different not genres but blocks. So you have your XY, you have your Sun and Moon, you've got your Neo Destiny. Um, you've got all those you got base, maybe a couple Team Rocket cards. I mean, if they do something like that, it's going to be absolutely nuts. But yeah, Martin, look on Collector and see what set it's from because I have no idea what you're talking about. And I literally looked up, which I know isn't much, but I looked up Charizard sitting on a pillar card, Pokemon, and I'm not really seeing anything. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I could see them doing that, but then it's like at the same time, it is Pokemon. So when you're like, oh, they should go all out, that's when they normally don't do shit, Like, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel like, from what I've seen, they don't really do much with that. So it'd be really cool, though, to get some like Delta species, like not full arts, but maybe some IRs, some special illustration rares. They could do a lot of really cool things with it. It's just, are they going to do that is a different question. Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah. You we were talking about artwork. Gotcha. Hard 168 from 151. Oh, okay. You're talking about Charmander, not Charizard. Gotcha. Unless I read did I read that wrong? Yeah, you said Zard. Okay. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, right now the cards are from, of course, the video I made last night. Everything's holding its value. So, um, I just I just gave some time, but I gave my opinions on prices. I think that Zard, not as soon as we hit the bear market, but pretty quick afterwards, I think we could see it. Um, yeah, it is Charmander. It's Charmander. Like looking up into like that cave sort of situation. Um, like I could see that card being like $150 card. So yeah, and Martin, I don't know if you are a English only collector, but on TCG for English, it's like $60. For Japanese, it's $14. So I saw, I was watching, um, well, I clicked on Pokechucks and I saw he had it in the thumbnail. So, but the thing is, okay, so we right now, as it stands, if all the leaks are true for Legendary Dream, Mega Dream, whatever it's going to be called, we'll find out very soon. Probably this week what it's going to be called. This upcoming week, we have a um, sorry, gold Dragonite, gold Mega Dragonite. We have a gold Lily of some sorts. I'm not going to call it Lily's Determination, just a gold Lily, and then a gold Charizard Y. So, and then if you go based off that, that means that we sh- we should have some sort of Lily SIR, and we should have some sort of, um, new YSIR Charizard, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Like people are so at first they're like Mega Dream's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be the best set ever, and then people are like, ah, if it's just a Gengar and it's a Dragonite, like it's probably gonna be cheeks, you know. I'm sure I'm sure they're gonna do a Charizard Y. It's just when are they gonna do that? Because they did the same thing with the Mega Block for um, what was it, XY? XY? They did the same thing. They had what Flash Fire, which had the X and the Y. So I'm not gonna be surprised, you know, but to do it like back to back sets, and then, but at the same time, it would be really cool if they did that because if Legendary Dream or whenever that card comes out, if it's an SIR, they do a really cool style as well. If it's harder to pull, people are going to want to go towards that, which means that this Charizard that we just got from Phantasmal will probably tank really, really quick. So I'm fine with it either way. I'm just ready for card prices. Um, and if any of you guys have been around long enough, you guys know your biggest chase card from a set was getting like what 125 to 200 bucks, but most of the time it was sitting around like 150 at the highest. So it's just crazy right now what's going on. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, Blood with Mega Dragonite is you may not be digging it now, and there's a lot of people that aren't. But as soon and you know, I'm not saying this is you, right? This is just how majority of people think. Is if you have a bunch of content creators that come out and say, "Oh my gosh, this card's amazing," everyone's gonna think the card is amazing. So, like in my opinion, the 151 Charizard is ass. Like Paldean Fates, I think is much better. Um, if you look at just Charizards in general, I think that the Paldean Fates Charizard is better. Um, I think I think that you know obviously the new Charizard we just got is it kicks the shit out of 151, but right now 151 Charizard is going for 215. So again, just my opinion, you know, but that's kind of where I see it going. Is everyone's hating on the card right now, and they probably will. Then once a couple content creators start saying how amazing it is, that's when you're going to see that card just everyone's going to fall in love with it. Everyone's going to say that they always liked Mega Dragonite. Oh, it's so cool the way that the wings are turned at this angle. You know, yeah, we don't need even more forms. That's for sure. But we'll have to see. Just because they put in the game doesn't mean necessarily they're going to do it for a card. Also, unless it's a Charizard. Jacob said singles are out of control. Problems PSA, GameStop, and the vault. I just think singles are out of control. Period. You know, like obviously with what everything PSA is doing, um, GameStop is just obviously you know they're in bed with PSA, but I just to see cards at you know 700, 800, $1,100 when they first come out, like that's just nuts. It's just it makes no sense, and people are buying it though. People are buying it, so you know that's why I sold my Umbreon because I don't have the Umbreon from Evolving Skies. um, and I got it from Prismatic, and I was like, I'm gonna be able to get this card at like 200, 300 bucks, and I still might, but probably not, you know. But that's what I thought at the time. It's just you know, not too long ago, any card you wanted, you know, like you thought 150 was expensive for a new card that just came out, you know. Yeah, I do agree though. The whole GameStop, people, just people got to stop gambling. You know, like I just think I think right now, for some reason or another, either people are just putting everything on credit cards, or we just have there's a lot of people with a lot of money, that just think that they're gonna, like, that's why I don't rip a lot. Right now, when product gets more available at a lower price, then I'll start doing like openings and rippings, like booster boxes and stuff like that. Um, because it doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't hurt when you get a booster box at 160, and it sells for 160, and you might get like $50. You're like, yeah, that sucks, but there's a difference between getting maybe $100 in value back, but you could have sold the box for 300, or you could have held on to it and it continues to grow. Starting at that 300, it may dip down a little bit. So right now is just one of those weird times. So unfortunately, I pick up like a couple sleep packs, and that's about all I get my hands on because I never catch a restock. Yeah, well, I'm not, like I said, I've got three kids, fourth one on the way. I got to keep the pain to a little bit of a minimum. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, well, people are ripping because there's just always that chance. Like I said, I just feel like personally back, not even too long ago, with Paladin Fates, the highest card was like $120, which was the Charizard. The Mew was $30, $30 to $40 card. And, at that time, there were people who made smart decisions on it, but I think a majority of people were like, I'm not really going to worry about it. And then now look at what everything's doing. Even though the Mew, last I saw, it was retracing. So I think we're going to see that card at um, in the 300s here in the next year or so, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a smart play. So let's see. What is the Mew doing right now? Yeah. So 567. It was $630 October 18th. So pretty much lost $100. So yeah. And like I said, you learn all this stuff. For me, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, like rip and hopefully get lucky. It's not always the case. So especially right now, like kudos to Jacob for ripping his box. But in all fairness, it's about what? Well, he got the Rotom, so he did get an SIR. It's, I don't know. Kudos to him for doing that. I got one booster box, and that's all I'm getting right now because I think we're gonna have much better prices. So I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill and see what this whole legendary dream situation is all about, and if it's gonna be as amazing as people are saying it are. If it is, I'll probably go. I'll rip a decent amount of that as long as I can find it at a good price. See, crazy. You say you, yeah, yeah. I can't remember how much is that Rotom going for. You might as well sell that now to try to recoup some money if you don't like that card. I think it's like a $40 card. The only booster box is, yeah, you came in. What did you say? You came in this year though. Well, no, you could have gotten Destin Rivals and stuff like that. Mega's been easier to get for sure though. Yeah, at the end of the day, Jacob, that's all that matters. Like if your kids have fun, um, and my kids would have a blast too. But they're too young. Like I need to. I'm going to probably do it next week. Oh, nice. probably do it next week. But my daughter, so she likes EVs, but she's got the EV pouch that came with the SPC and like the normal plastic one. They're just a bunch of your bulk cards, and they're just random. And she's just like, I like this one, you know. So they're a little too young. Like I said, I'm trying to. It'll be different when things are a little bit cheaper. But right now, I'm just trying to put back product, put it in a closet for the next 14 years, and then it goes. It goes to them for a new car or whatever. Going off to college or whatever they decide they want to do with it. So yeah, back in the day, nobody gave a crap. I had a the first edition Shadowless Charizard and Blastoise and Venusaur just like everybody else did. Um, but by the time I got done with it, it was bent in half, ripped in the corners. Like we just nobody knew, nobody cared. You know, Obviously there were some people that made smart decisions with it, but for the majority of people, it was just you get some packs, you get to open the packs, you hope you don't even really know what the chase cards are at that time. It was just, oh, this card looks really cool, or oh, it's a Charizard, or a Mewtwo, and that's what people wanted. It's completely different now. Yeah, I mean, I could have picked up a Destin Rivals booster box at GameStop, but it was $200, and I already had one that I was getting for MSRP, and I was like, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, hindsight's always 2020. So um, you live and you learn, man. That's all you can do. But the biggest thing is when we hit this bear market, no matter how long it goes. So like Brandon, what's his name, Ludwig, Ludpig, something like that. You guys know him. He thinks, and I agree. And there's been other people who have started stating it too, that when we do hit a bear market, it probably will be like a very long bear market. And so obviously, like at first, you're just be like, wow, I can find product on the shelves, and you'll buy some and you'll rip some. You just got to keep remembering, as long as you want to be in this long term, just keep on buying, keep on putting some back. So if you find two ETBs, buy one to open, buy one to just put back, and just keep on doing that the whole entire time. And then by the time we get to the next bubble or craze or whatever you want to call it, then you can offload some of that shit that just people didn't want or care about. I'll tell you what though, last night was bumping. We had like 11 people in the live stream, and then of course, like I said, shit hit the fan. But everybody voted for Saturdays, so I'm surprised not a ton of people have showed up. And of course, we're doing the giveaways tonight, so to develop real life Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that unless we get into like some sort of like Ready Player One situation where you can put on a headset and I could see that being a thing. But Pokemon's not going to do that. That's for sure. They don't give a crap about their video games for the most part. So it might resemble a Pokemon, but it ain't gonna. You might be able to like give it a high five or something like that. I think we'll all be dead before stuff like that happens. Yeah, that's just blood. That's just what happens with a lot of people is everybody gets in during the craze, during the hype, and then once the hype dies down, they either follow it to what's the next greatest thing, or over time you just become kind of like complacent. But if you look at all the big like content creators and people that are doing really well right now, they continue to just buy through everything. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Like I said, I'm be making videos on it so that way you guys, if you guys are around, you guys can see what all I'm doing. Um, I told Brandon too in the comments. I don't know if you guys saw, but he was saying how he thinks like we'll be getting back to $110, like $110 booster boxes. And I told him, I said, if that's the case, I'll buy a fucking case and during a set release, and I'll give 6 booster boxes away. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I still got a lot of work to do. By the way, what do you guys think about the videos lately? Have you all been enjoying them? What do you think about this? The kind of, I don't know. Like I feel like it's market, but I'm trying to keep it away from the whole market thing. Yeah, how's your YouTube channel coming along? When are you gonna have that out? So Martin, it really just depends. Do you want to open one? Do you want the promos? Do you if you don't give a crap about, so for me personally, any extra UPCs for the Charizard that I get, more than likely I'm not going to open any of them because I don't really care for the promos. Like I think the Oricorio is cool, but I'm not a huge fan. Like Shinigami, I'm not a huge fan of it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's what a lot of people do is, like, and it depends on your money, right? But some people, they'll buy, 5 cases, they'll rip open a case or two, they'll put 3 back, people, if you're just kind of a normal person, yeah, you buy one, you buy two if you can, or you buy one, then you try to find another one at MSRP or below MSRP, whatever happens. And then if you get another one, then you can obviously rip it. It really just depends on what you want to do, though. But I do think that the UPC, I I would not pay anything um, more than MSRP at this point because Costco is supposed to be having them for $90 coming up soon. Yeah, but that's what I would do. Just upload a couple, like do some shorts or something. What do you mean crazy? That you're gonna only have one sealed ETB? Are you opening the other one, or you have a tear? And is it the Pokemon Center ones? Your UPC has a tear. Okay, so are you trading the Pokemon Center ETB for their UPC then? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Let me see. You can definitely buy the mat, and the mat's going to be cheaper. Because what's up, Brandon? I'd buy the mat. The mat's probably $15. man. So if all you care about is the mat, or like I said, just wait. If you have a Costco nearby, keep an eye on your Costco's, and you know, if you can get one for $90, sure, no problem. Yeah, I know for me, if I'm still waiting on my UPC, it'll be here Monday, hopefully. But if mine comes with the tear, I'm just gonna open it at that point. I'm not gonna worry about trying to knock off like 20, $40. I'm just gonna open the damn thing. I strongly believe there'll be more available for cheaper prices. So, and I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna hold on to my two ETBs as long as they don't do anything. Mine still haven't shipped yet. Have y'all gotten anything on your shipping for ETBs, anything like that? Yeah. I didn't get one. Yeah. Like I said, I'm supposed to be getting mine on Monday. We'll see. And then I'm still waiting on shipping information for my ETBs and stuff. Let's see. Jacob. Yeah. So Jacob's more of a Jacob likes to open one, keep one sealed. I think that's what a lot of people like to do. Um, because I mean, especially if you like to open, take the gamble, take the chance. Because I don't know if you guys have seen the Moltres UPC opening, but it's super cool. Like it opens up from the middle. It's got the rocket logo. It kind of opens up from. It's got the cards. Like it is a very cool experience. They're doing really good with them lately. So and then of course like you get these diversity in the packs too. So and there's always a chance you could pull something good. But he said Jacob said he'd rather diversify into more liquid things and with the inevitable bear market coming. So, okay, nice. Yeah. Like I said, mine said yesterday that it shipped. Um, but yeah, you guys also be on the lookout. Um, this week, it's not 100%, but I would not be surprised if we don't get a drop. And honestly, it could be as early as Monday. So be on the lookout. We're starting to get reveals. We're starting to have those cards come out. Of course, I'll do a breakdown of what cards I like and stuff like that later on down the line. Probably be a couple weeks. Let's see, Martin. Yeah, he wanted probably what charge you. I think what 230, 230, 250, something like that. Oh yeah, that would suck. That would that would suck for your product to go to someone else's house. Yeah, no, at 250, I'd tell him to stick it up his ass. See, Brandon. Yeah, so Brandon says Monday. He thinks for the drop. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Normally it's not on a Friday, so like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yes, yes, Blood, our favorite Mitchie boy. He goes live for the drops. I've been trying to beat him not to do the lives, but trying to get the information out quicker because he follows the same Discord groups that I do. So, um, the last couple of times I've been doing the shorts to try to get that information out, and then um, we either have the drops later on or he'll mention it in a video. So unfortunately, I can't do the lives like he can, but I'm trying to let you guys know. But I'll be in there. I'll be in there with Mitch when we get the drop. I'll be at work and I'll be having him in the background, keep my phone going, and hopefully get it. Yeah. So Brandon, I know you kind of I guess you've been super busy, which is cool. But I actually made a video Saturday morning, so I slept for 2 hours. I got up at 6 o'clock, and I made a video. And the first comment that I got was like, "They normally charge on Mondays," and it was a short video, so I was like, "Fuck it." So I just deleted it. Um, but yeah, I should have. But I like what I did in the video that got released. I like it a lot better than the video that I did. It was like a 4 minute video. So, um, but I still was. I think I was the first person to talk about the delay, and I still got shit for it. But it's just I find it very funny how other people will. I find it funny how most content creators, PokeTubers, content creators, they will give props to other people they get the information from. Um, but then me, it's like they're like, nah, like I found this, you know. So whatever. I trusted you. No, I trusted you, but it's I'm learning. I'm learning, man. Like I said, I will not make that same mistake again. I'm getting to the point now where I've had the rough bumps, you know. I've had the rocks thrown at me, and I've cared about what people think. And I'm starting to get to the point like I care about what people think, but it's only like you guys, you know. It's not we're some random Joe Schmo, um, or other content creators. So it has nothing to do with I didn't trust you. It was just like I don't want to look wrong, you know, because I was still having all that heat from the from the other videos. So I was I'm learning. I'm learning. So the next time I won't make that same mistake. Yeah. I, I was looking forward to going 2 for 2 on my content, slamming people, but my Brian and Rattle didn't really go anywhere. So no, I mean your information was right. It's just like I said, I still cared a little too much, you know. So I won't do it again. Like if I'm wrong, like if if I either find that information or you give me that information next time, I'm just gonna like fuck it. Like what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Oh, this guy's making up things for clicks. No, I know Rattle doesn't give a crap, but I thought like maybe it would have gotten pushed harder in the algorithm than what it did because I thought it had some good points in that video. And I really wasn't going after Rattle. I was mostly going after Pokey and E. And I know Pokey and E doesn't give a shit either, but I thought it would get pushed a little bit harder. But I think a big a big part of it was that certain people that supported the first video weren't there for the second video, so their communities didn't come and like push it, you know. So it's all good though. It's not going to be my last shit talking video. I can promise you that. But yeah, what have you guys been thinking about the content? Be honest. Don't just say you like it. If you don't like it, let me know. That's crazy. Are you trying it for just the Pokemon Center? What's so funny, Blood? Well, yeah, and I switched. I switched the algorithm too. So I switched it from gaming to fucking people and blogs, and I'm too scared now to switch it back to gaming because I think the views were better on the gaming part. But it's all good. It's all good. Like I'm just now at 1400 watch hours, so I still have 1600 more before you guys can send money, which I don't want that at all. And then I've got another, what is it, 2600 before I can make money off of ads. Yeah, so Martin, if you're using Rattle's Discord for pretty much right now anything besides the Pokemon Center, you're not going to hit. Like unless you do the 3 o'clock target drops in the morning. I only use Rattle's Discord for the Pokemon Center, and um, and I haven't had any problems with it. No, it won't be. No, I got one. I got another one brewing right now. I'm just gonna wait and see how a certain person decides they wanna be. So you never know, man. You never know. I drop one on anybody, honestly, if you give me long enough. Yeah, Target fucking sucks. Target drops sell out instantly, or you gotta like spam smash the shit out of it and get super lucky. Walmart drops, they suck too. Oh, Sam's Club is awful. Um, if you guys have a Sam's Club though, if you have a Sam's Club nearby or within a distance or a Sam's membership, December 9th, which is a Tuesday, they're gonna have, I believe, from all the information, they're gonna have the Prismatic ETB slash Pokeball bundle for $50. My Walmart didn't have shit. They had Phantasmal Flames, and that was it. Oh, you talking about the online drop? I didn't even try it. Do you think that? Do you think it's gotten better? Yeah, yeah. It's $50, and it's going to be five per member. Yeah, I want to pick some of those up on Black Friday. Um, if they'll have them, I'm hoping they'll have them because then I'd like to do um, some openings on the channel or during a live. I can't really decide what I want to do with that. Um, I think it'd be fun, but we'll just have to see. Gotcha. I thought I was hoping because it's a limit of five now. I think I was hoping it'd be fairly better, but we'll see. I mean, we'll have to see about for sure if Mega Dream is an interesting set and it looks like it's going to be a good set. I will be on there on the Wednesday and we'll see. We'll see what we can get from it. No, no, they're um, yeah. I'll be honest. I'm chilling on Black Friday. I'm not gonna. I think I'm gonna make a Black Friday video, just kind of talking about what like TCG player sales. And if I was buying anything, what I'd be buying, and how much money you could save and stuff like that. But um, like I said, I don't think I'm even gonna go to GameStop and try to get that Team Ultras UPC. I think I'm just gonna buy the promo. Let's see. So crazy was talking about Safari. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll have to see about Mega Dream. Like I said, you guys know me. I like some weird cards sometimes. So we'll have to see what they got. and if I like it, I'll try to buy as much of it as I can within reason. Within reason. I'm not buying cases and shit like that. Did you, Martin? Yeah, I mean the last two drops for Prismatic, they had a bunch, and like they were available even going on late into the next day. So the only thing is how are they going to get around the same amount of products? With it being a limit of 5 now instead of 2, like it was at least my Sam's Club. Like, are people going to load up on it? So I'll be there. I won't be there Tuesday morning unless I'm local, but I'll have my wife probably go up there and try to grab me at least 2 of them. Yeah, I only grabbed one both times. Yes, let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to kind of slow it down a little bit until the end of the year, and then, but I'm still putting back money, so it's no big deal. No, I mean, you know me, Brandon. I always recommend the UPCs, SPCs, stuff like that for long term. So, um, and like I said, really for me, besides that, I like those, and I think that they do extremely well, long term. I just really want that SIR Moltres. So, yeah, but I don't think GameStop is going to be doing it at midnight though. They'll be doing it like what, the next morning. That's crazy. Yeah, my Walmart, they it's 5 because I it was 2 and then now it's 5. Um, what's crazier though is, so if you buy 5 of them, it's what? It's like $26 after taxes, of course, depending on what state you live in. Mine was like $26. The art set was going, and so it probably still is on TCG Player for $50. So you can just double your money right then and there. Well, not really double your money, but you probably make five, 10 bucks after you sold it. So here's what. Let me look. Me, do you care at all, or you just want a booster box from Sword and Shield, or are you wanting a specific set? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He might. Um, that would probably be the closest thing he could. Even that's $400, Rick. No, that's a build and battle. Let me see. Anything from the era? Okay. So yeah, so ETBs you could definitely pick up a couple ETBs as long if just straight up ETBs. Um, if you wanted a booster box though of something that's not going to get reprinted. Now, obviously, people don't give a shit about this set, but it was, I'm pretty sure, the first set to do alt arts. So later on down the line, could that potentially mean something? It could, maybe not. But battle styles. It's right now going for 243. No, there's one. Um, it's got 56 sales, so it's a new seller. Yeah, no, it's 228 with $14 in shipping. So yeah, like $240. And then TCG Player, they'll give you 10% cash back on that. So realistically like 220. But other than that, yeah, like ETBs. Let's see what. I can't wait to have a computer. It's going to make this so much easier, and you guys will be able to enjoy it. I think I'm getting a computer for Christmas. If not, I'm buying one for sure. Let's see. So you could buy a Silver Tempest ETB for $100. Tell us, crazy. What ETB you got for us? Yeah, but I mean, honestly, the thing is with Silver Tempest, I do think it's got one of the best um, uh, alt arts. Rebel Clash. Yeah. When did yeah. That is pretty crazy though. For Sword and Shield for it to be what, 255? But honestly, here's the thing is with Rebel Clash, like how many people are actually gonna want to open that? Like there's really not that many cards in there, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I would not be paying $255 for that ETB. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Yeah. Blood, I mean, I would I don't know. I would not open anything Sword and Shield. Like if you don't have a bunch of money, unless you just don't care, right? Like if you don't care, that's cool. But you, Sword and Shield was rough. Yeah, I mean, it could be because it was short printed, but I just feel like even still, with you have to have people that want to open that set because there's some sort of cards in that set, And I just don't think. Let me let me look at the singles. I'll go to. I can't remember. Yeah, so your top card is $51. It's Boss's Orders Giovanni, then Rainbow Secret for 34. Then your next card is Dragapult V Max. Like there's not dick in this set. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the only thing is like, yes, is the box expensive? Yes. Is it short printed? Yes. Are people going to want to pay that amount of money to open up the set? I don't see that personally. Yeah. I will get an Evolving Skies box one day. I might pay 10 grand for it. Not really. Well, I might have to trade up 10 grand for it, but I will eventually get one. I should have gotten it for $200, but you live and you learn. I know, Brandon. You should have more than one. No, he said. I think he was just talking about he had like $150. He wanted something from Sword and Shield. Um, And then I asked like if he had anything specific. And he said Brilliant Stars, but he'd probably rip it open. So I just said hit rates are awful. So I would strongly advise against that. Hey, you know what? At least one Evolving Skies is better than nothing. That's for sure. All right, gents, here's what we're doing. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, here's what we are doing. In what? Sword and Shield? Yeah, Sword and Shield's fucking awful. Absolutely awful. And to think how awful the pull rates were and how cheap the alt arts were at the time. Yeah, so I agree with half of what Brandon said. Fusion Strike's cool. Um, it's got a Mew. It's like purplish, bluish sort of color. Um, that's a cool looking box. I think that I think all of megas are going to be cool to look at. Personally, Silver Tempest is okay to look at. Lost Origin, I like Lost Origins boost ETB. Um, Evolving Skies, of course, because there's two different. Actually, there's probably four different versions because you have the PC ETBs, but as far as normal ETBs, there's two separate versions. So those look super cool. Those are probably my favorite ones. Um, yeah, that's what I would go with. Yeah, it is cool because it's kind of like neon-y. I could get that. I just don't like Shrouded Fable. The only card I like in that set is the Cresselia. That's it. All right, so here's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, dudes. I hate Paldea Evolved. I think Destiny Rivals kicks the shit out of Paldea Evolved. Um, I see we have I see we have Brandon, which Brandon. So I'm gonna leave this up to you. This is what we can. This is what we can do. Um, we're doing the 151 giveaway. Sucks for the people that voted for Saturdays and aren't here, but that's what we're doing. Um, so if you want into that, Brandon, then you can either get those two cards, the Embor and what the other one. I have those set aside for you. You can get those, or if you want into the 151, let me know. But currently, there's um, yeah, Selgor. Currently, I've got Blood, Jacob, and Crazy. Martin, I don't know if you're still even in here. I apologize, but I've not seen you until I think it was yesterday. I appreciate you coming in though. What I'm doing is I am doing giveaways, but they're going to be during lives, and you have to be a steady part of my community. So obviously, you don't have to like show up to every video. You don't have to like every video, but you for sure like have to like. I gotta see your name a decent amount of time. So I'm sorry if that kind of makes you feel a certain way, but that's how I want to do my channel. So, if you keep coming around, pop in the lives every now and then, make a comment or two on some videos like the next giveaway, which we'll be doing probably another one before Christmas. And then I think I'm going to do a Mega Dream PCTB, but that's what we're doing. Um, what'd you say? What'd you say, Brandon? You were one of the other peeps. Okay. So then I've got Blood, Jacob, and Crazy. That's all that I've seen besides, like I said, besides Martin. So I'm going to, and Jacob, I don't even think's in here anymore. Yeah. Um, and if I can pick up any 151, like I said, if I can pick up any 151, and also what we're doing too is the giveaway. So, um, blood, blood Jacob Crazy, whoever wins this 151, they're taken out of it. So, um, then the next giveaway, whatever it is, if you want in on it, you say I want in or I don't want in, and then whoever wins, they'll be taken out. And then it may only be you, depending on what size the channel is and who's in the lives at that time and stuff like that. But I think that's fair. I think that's fair instead of doing the bullshit of like, comment, subscribe, and then I get to 1,000 subscribers and all that shit. So, Blood, you want in on the 151, right? Crazy, do you want in on the 151? I'm going to write you down just in case. And we're going to put Jacob. Okay, so you want in. Do you want all the IRs or you just want those two? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. And if Jacob wins, unfortunately, I think Jacob is not in the live anymore. So if I pull his name, um, if he doesn't claim it by next Friday, we'll do it again. I'm not going to post. So right now we're going to do. We got Crazy, Blood, and you came back at Mega Evolutions. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. 151 is nothing crazy, honestly. It's not. Yeah, in my opinion, it's not that. It's not that crazy of a set. So, and I haven't opened up a bunch of it either. You know, so maybe my opinion would be a little bit different. Yeah, Black Ball White Flare is much better. It just doesn't have like as many popular cards. So here's this. Here's my ashtray. This is a different ashtray, and there's the three people, and I don't know, but we're gonna shuffle them. I only have like 300 packs of 151 right now. Jeez, Brandon, why don't you send me some? We'll do a mass opening or giveaway or something. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I picked that up in Japanese. Then that's what I do. Pick it up. It's $14. $14. If that's all you care about, it's $14. All right, it's right there. Blood, you won. So, um, I will in the description of this video of in the description when this gets uploaded. Yeah, you're getting ashy. It's a different ashtray, but yeah. Um, in the description when this gets uploaded, go. I'll put my email. Email me. Just take a screenshot. Um, take a screenshot of your your YouTube. Send me your name, your address, or PO box, however you do it, and I'll get that mailed out probably next Friday. Brandon, same thing for you. And I hope you guys enjoy them. Like I said, I'm trying to get this thing to grow. The more that we grow, the more we can do stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you get the no Nick Charizard if you decide to open it. But yeah, and then of course I'll give you guys all the shipping information. Um, I'll email you guys the shipping information for your packages, so you'll be able to track them and all that shit. Um, and then who knows? We'll see. Give me a second. Crazy. Do you want Brandon? Brandon does not want these. So we have the Hilda, the dog. I can't even see. Sorry guys, I can't see shit. Pharaoh seed, and then the whatever monkey dude. Um, if you want these, same thing. I'll go ahead, and then Martin. Who knows? Maybe next week I'll go pick up 5 packs of Phantasmal Flames and show up. You show up on Friday. Most people don't show up on Fridays. Boom. I'll just give them away to you. Okay. So I think I think that's fair. Does that sound good? Yeah. No problem, guys. Like I said, I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all showing up to the videos and liking, commenting, and all that shit. So um, it's the least I can do. I don't. The black and white cards. I didn't really. They're not like what I want. So um, I'm very specific about cards that I want. So instead of trying to sell them, I figure I give one to you guys. The 151, yeah, like it's $100 booster bundle, but it's all good. Like I got them for MSRP. You know what I'm saying? So all I ask is you guys just continue to support the channel. You know, and that's what we'll do. So does it sound good? But yeah, I'll post my email. Um, I'll post my email in the description of this video when it gets uploaded, and then you guys just email me. No rush. Like I said, you probably Friday before they go out, before I get the chance, and it may be a little bit later. Just um, I'm good, man. I mean, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's not that I don't want you to. I just want my at the end of the day, like I just want my channel to be a very everyday, like maybe not making content every day, but like just a normal dude, nothing crazy, Like I don't I don't want a bunch of fancy editing and shit like that. Like very straightforward, simple. So yeah, yeah. I did see, um, and again, it just depends on how what you want of them. But there's like the lovebirds in Korean or Chinese. They were like $300. The card was pretty beat up though, for sure. Yeah, man. Like I know, I know that if I wanted to get 500 subscribers, like or 1,000, like I know that if I posted a video or a short or in every single video, if I said at 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a Mega Evolutions booster box, I could probably get there really quick. But it doesn't seem right to me. And especially like I said, I can't make any money off of it. So I'll do what I can when I can. If people like it, cool. If they don't like it, like whatever. Yeah. What's Pokemon Doctor at? Well, I'll tell you what. The reason I know that is because what is it, Joe? Joe, 22K now. Yeah. Um, Joe, the guy who you subscribed to last week, um, that normally has been pretty active on the channel, but now he's starting to content creator chase. So like Team Rocket Joey, Shiny Vert, stuff like that. That's who he's chasing now. Um, which is no hate to him, but like he's already got like 100 subscribers. And he all he did was he got rid of those two videos he made not too long ago, and then he just posted a video saying to um, like, comment, subscribe, and he's already got 100 subscribers, which is crazy for a one long form content video channel to get. And again, no hate at all, but that's just not how. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that's why, like I said, I want to know how you guys have been liking the content lately. You know, um, it's like I actually enjoyed making that video last night because it's so easy to do it. You like it doesn't matter if I'm looking at the camera. It doesn't fucking matter at all. I just put myself as a little tiny thing and you know like, but I don't want to do that every day. You know what I'm saying? So and I know Brandon's not a huge fan of that. Um, so it's just I want to know how you guys if there's things you like to see, if there's things that I'm doing that you don't like. Like, I'll tell you what, this video I'm going to make later, um, it's probably gonna make people mad. And it's probably gonna be a little rage baity, but it's how I feel, honestly. So I'm gonna make the video because I really don't have much to talk about. So I figured, fuck it, like I'll make this video. Um, yeah, Brandon, I do agree. I've noticed that. Like, I've noticed that for sure, and that's what I don't want. Like it drives me nuts. Um, looking at my metrics, and when I get a computer, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys like my watch times and stuff like that. But so like on the last video that I uploaded, it's got I think it's got like no, it wasn't the last video. The one before that with the PSA, it's got like 500, 600 views or something like that. 70, 73% of that video is non-subscribers. So it's like nobody that not nobody, but I have 330 something subscribers and like a handful of people are watching the videos, and I just for me it's like it sucks, you know. Let's see, Martin. Yeah, man. Yeah, I try to be like, yeah, like I just give you guys my opinions, and like I said, they could be wrong. That Charizard could be the a $500 Charizard at its lowest, but I just don't see it that way. Yeah, I'm having a fun time. It's been frustrating though. Um, Gotcha. So you don't, yeah, dude. It's like 70%. 70% are non-subscribed, and only 30% are subscribed. It's crazy. It's nuts. And Plumber, he said in his last video that I watched, he's like I think he said 80%. 80% of the people that watch are not subscribed. But I just hate doing that, like, comment, subscribe shit. Like I feel like for me personally, like when I go click on a channel, if I like somebody's content, of course I watch a couple videos, but if I like them and I find something interesting or I find them interesting, like I just will subscribe to them. But apparently people just don't do that. So it's like, but I want this channel to grow. Like I feel like I look at Ice PCSD's channel and he's got 600 subscribers and I kick the shit out of him with views. And it makes no sense to me. What do you mean crazy? Can't wait to see what? Yeah, I don't want to make there's no reason to make graph videos each and every day. It's super easy to do though. Yeah, I think he said like 80% of people aren't subscribed. It's nothing crazy. It's really not. Um, I'm just the video is gonna be about how I think Mega Evolutions, the block, is gonna be the death of Pokemon, but like not actual the physical death of Pokemon, but just the death of the hype of the bubble. And people do not agree with that at all. And people think that every set that Pokemon comes out with is gonna be a banger after banger after banger. So that's why, you know. But the thumbnail, I already got the thumbnail made up. Um, I already got the thumbnail made up, and so it's a little clickbaity. And I don't know what the title is going to be, but that's all it's going to be about. It's not like I'm going to say some crazy shit, but to a lot of people, that's crazy shit. Like, how dare you say that about Pokemon? I agree. We're still in the hype bubble, but I don't think we're going to survive the hype bubble through all these sets. Is my point. Well, and two, people there's wallet fatigue. People are losing their jobs. We have Christmas. We have New Year's. People are trying to do getting out of debt resolutions. Um, Government uncertainty from politics without getting into politics. So there's a lot. There's a lot, and I think Pokemon's starting to catch up. I'm done with that cigar. That cigar was not good. Yeah, dude, it's so hard. I don't know how people make videos every single day. Like, and the other thing too is I feel like when you have to make a video every single day, um, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think there's a 10% chance it lives up to the hype. Um, I feel like when you make content every single day, you what you talk about can get repetitive. Like you title the video different, but then you're talking about the same thing you were talking about a couple days ago, or a week ago, or you're looking at the same stuff. And I'm trying to think of different things to discuss. And of course, when Legendary Dream comes out or we get a reveal from the Japanese, I'm obviously going to do a breakdown of that. So I'll pull up on Poke Beach. I'll do this, I'll do the same thing and I'll say, oh, this card looks really cool or whatever, and that'll be a super easy video. And it'll probably do extremely well. But it's just, yeah, it's YouTube is hard. It is hard. It's a very, um, it's a very exhausting place. And it's also like one of those cool kids clubs kind of thing. So like that's why I said like if you guys think that I'm done crashing out on people, like no. I can't say when the next one's gonna be, but no. Like I said, I've already got it is a job. I told my wife tonight, she was like, what time do you have to go and do your live? And I was like, oh, I gotta go out here in 20 minutes. I said, I'll be done working tomorrow. So I get one day free. But yeah, I love it. Like I said, I love it. I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate seeing you guys. Um, like yesterday, you weren't here, Brandon, when I said it, but I find it funny how people were like saying that we need to do it on Saturday. And yesterday, for some reason, we had like 11 people, 12 people in the live. And then, of course, I had to go, you know? And then today we do it on Saturday, same time as always. And there's just the normal people, just the normal people, which I'm cool with, But it's like yesterday there was like all kinds of random people. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Yeah, but he has crazy. He has such a way of wording it and throwing different spins each and every day that it's and he has such like a cult following that it just doesn't it just doesn't really feel like that. But I agree. I agree. I agree. It's the same stuff, different day, you know. The cool kid club will eventually get over you and exclude somebody else. Hey man, honestly, I'm about to the point I want to light that cool kids club on fire. I'll find a way. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I will find a way. So if I got to call one of them out every single month, I'll call them out once a month. Honestly, I just watch Joey to see, like I'll click on his video, I give it like a minute or two to see kind of what his topic is, and then if it's maybe something that's interesting, I'll listen to it. But a lot of times, yeah, I mean, Rev, he's got it made. All of them have it made, honestly. Rev's got it made. He gets to open product each and every day, get hundreds and thousands and millions of views. CTR, he's got his rip and chips. He's got the same thing going on as well. And then Volt, he's probably what the smallest out of the three, but even then, he's still got it pretty well made. I don't think, in all fairness, I don't think I'd ever go after any of them because not because of where they're placed. Like I'd be scared to do anything like that, but um, I just think like what are they doing that's wrong? Yeah, they're not talking about their small positions or um, Plumber. He did a video the other day, and he was like, "This PSA 10 is actually affordable. It's pretty affordable." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" He's gonna say it's like 700, 800. I'm gonna look it up because he never tells you how much the card is, right? He just says it's affordable. But it was like a $300 PSA 10. So I was like, okay, okay, like that makes sense. Like it's not really affordable, but it is a PSA 10, like $300. Okay, that's a lot different than $1,000 PSA 10. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. Like, let's see, talk about small portions, bully, plumber. Was that what the card was? Was it a PSA 10 Salamence from Journey? He's a very nice guy. He You can tell he just wants everybody to get in a circle jerk and just have a good time. Which is honestly like I was watching a Team Rocket Joey video and he was like, everyone's just going after each other. We're not even talking about Pokemon, which is so funny for him to be saying that in the first place. Um, and he's like, big kudos to Real Breaking Nate and PokeRev and Plumber for not getting involved in any of the drama. And it's like, yeah, because Real Breaking Nate is like this super nice, kid friendly dude. He gets to buy product all the time because he's got like millions of subscribers and stuff like that. And a bunch of people watch his channel. Poker's the same way, and then Plumber, he just, I don't know, people just like him. Yeah, and of course, CTR pushed him, right? So he had the Nostalgianomics people, and then he had CTR who was like, hey, go check out this guy's channel. So at that point, when, yeah, that's my opinion on it. Well, that's all right. I never cared to be a cool kid, so I'm not going to start now, even if I ever was invited. But it's all alive. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. I'm not looking to have a massive channel. If I could, I was talking to somebody who does YouTube, and they said they said how much they make per month, and I was like, it was like 14, 1,500 bucks. I was like, damn. If I can make that a month, like that like that, there's a lot you can do with that. Like even if like let's say hypothetically speaking, right? If I made 1,500 bucks a month, relatively small channel, nothing too crazy, couple of thousand subscribers, um, you could do $1,000 in giveaways. You know, like you could do $1,000 a month in giveaways. That's $12,000 a year. In a bear market, that's damn near a case. You know, and that's like you keeping 500 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, here's the thing. This is just my opinion on it. Like, I do spend a lot of time on YouTube, which I was already doing that to begin with, just listening to different content. But you spend a lot of time on YouTube listening to other people's takes and opinions, trying to come up with ideas on content to make or who to talk shit about next. But all you're doing is you're recording. You're hitting the record button somewhere, and then you're just blabbing for 15 minutes. You go to an AI generator, ChatGPT, Canva, Gemini. You kind of give them an outline of your thumbnail, and then you find out how to make it work. It's not. Again, I'm not making videos every single day, but I've been making videos. I'd say like every other day, something like that. Definitely nothing to scoff at, in my opinion. You know, I just it takes me so long to sit in front of a camera, look at the camera in the eyes, talk without screwing up, and then completely restarting over. That's my biggest problem. Is I know what I want to say, I can't get it out in one take, and so I just scratch it all. Yeah, so when people are like, "Oh, this is a full-time job," like I deserve to be getting paid 1,400 bucks a month. It's like, not really. Like, I don't know. Again, that's just my opinion. That's just mine. So, but yes, Brandon, I did see what you said about the whole Kyra thing. I it's just very weird. It's just a very weird situation. Um, I just know I couldn't leave my kids, you know. So um, that's where I would struggle with it, especially when you've been one of those people that is very against ripping ships, like I am. I feel like for me to go, even though Ryan is different from other rip and shippers as far as like scamming people and stuff like that. Um, I just feel like it's disingenuous to slam rip and shippers for as long and then turn around and go and do a rip and ship. So yeah, you say that. You say that, blood. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at it. It's getting less and less. And also I think I'm not caring as much. Like when I first started, I wanted it to be like a as well edited as I possibly could do it, which was not very good to begin with anyways. But I would like try to cut it down. I would try to cut it down to like the very closest, to where I was about to mess up. And now I'm just kind of like, fuck it. Like if it kind of makes sense, it makes sense. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, for me personally, like I'm just against rip and shippers to begin with. It doesn't matter if you're a good rip and shipper, a bad rip and shipper. I think they're terrible for the hobby. I think that they're terrible for the community. Um, so yeah, I mean that. So like, I just feel like it'd be disingenuous to say we need to get rid of rip and ships because I never specify either. I don't say like the ones on whatnot or anything like that. I just say I don't like any rip and shippers. So um, yeah. Um, I know that Ryan got his YouTube start from PokeRev. Yeah, dude. Like when I was looking, I was watching Nostalgianomics all this week, um, watching his lives, just kind of figure out like how the pull rates for Phantasmal Flames were. And he's like, "Oh, I'm running a sale. The packs are $7." It's like that's not a sale. Like, and people are buying like 46 packs, 50 packs. You're just lighting your money on fire. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. Let's see. There's 36 times 7, 252. So yeah, I mean, um, let's see, 42 times 7, 294. Yeah. So essentially, he's charging people market for a booster box. No, because 42 packs, so you're getting like an extra 6 packs. So it's slightly below what market is, but you don't have that sealed product. See, Ryan Rev bought a failing card, but just yeah, for Cold Boom, they bought the store. Yeah, and then I know that when Ryan was still living in his mom's basement, Rev went over there, and Rev had was making videos, and he had his YouTube channel at the time, but he was buying stuff from Ryan. So like Ryan's been collecting for forever, and then he introduced Ryan to YouTube and kind of made Ryan make a YouTube channel. So that's my understanding at least. Let's see. Martin said, "Yeah, but here's the thing. If you think about this, right? If there was no rip and ships, point blank, period. Like, and I know that Ryan has to do the rip and ships. Not really has to, but because he doesn't want to go back to corporate America, and he has such a big fan base, he does the rip and chips and he does extremely well. But let's say that rip and chips just like by law they got canceled, like you could not do them. Um, you know how much extra product would be out on the free market? Like holy shit! Like it wouldn't matter if we had all these investors, you know. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I think a lot of it though is and honestly, I could see me getting to a if when if I get to a bigger point. Let's say I have. We'll go with Henry. Let's say we have 4,000 subscribers, right? But I have like a loyal fan base of like 1,000. And if I was like, hey, I want to start a rip and ship, there are people so desperate to get attention from content creators of any size that I'm sure people I could charge like $20 a pack and be like, yeah, sure. I just want you to open my pack. The same thing with like Team Rocket Joey. He apparently has whatnot wanting him to do a rip and ship on their website. Let's see what Rain said. Yeah, man, but they're all doing it. They're all charging way over market. They're right at market. Like uh like CTR, he was charging 275 for Phantasmal Flames on his Discord. And people were like, "Oh, thanks for that amazing deal." Like, what? You said, yeah, you said that's right. I wonder what the owner that sold them all of his stock for next to nothing now. Yeah, but he doesn't care. He probably sells them. Actually, I don't even know how that would work, to be honest with you. Because yeah, I mean, according to Nostalgianomics, he gets them from his LGS. So is he paying like 200 or 225? You know, a booster box? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how it works, honestly. Yeah, and that's exactly what Rip and Shippers say. Is they're giving you the inventory where you can open as much as you want of that product or you know uh, set, which takes them time and effort and energy and all this crap. But you're also paying for entertainment, and so that's what that extra $2 a pack is, which I think is bullshit. Rip and Ships is not because at all. It's a cancer. Yep, I agree with that. Oh, you were saying it's not necessary at all. Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. Yep, and people want to be validated for sure, and I get that. I can, yeah, but he says with Nostalgianomics, he says that he gets like he got one booster box, which I don't believe him, but he got like one booster box, so that's what he put in his closet. Um, but I know, so I used to be into snakes. I still am. I just don't have any anymore. Um, but I used to be into ball pythons. Um, and there was a guy. He's pretty much like he died, but he was the biggest ball python breeder YouTube channel that there was. And you know, I was watching him for um, for years, and then there was a reptile show in Tinley Park, um, Illinois, and he was there, and I was super excited. I'm like, I get to meet him. It's gonna be so cool. I walk up to him. He didn't give two shits or a fuck. Like, and again, whatever. Like he probably meets so many people, but like I was like, this is gonna be the amazing moment. And it was like I was like saying like how much I appreciate him. And he's like, oh yeah, thanks, man. And we took a picture and that was it. So it's like, you know, but you think these people care or you want them to acknowledge your existence, and it's just like, dude, at the end of the day, like they don't give two fucks, you know? Like it's just that's just how it is. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like I said, the Stubnox, he said he only got one booster box. Let's see, Martin said, but if you were not taking them, thanks for your video. I can buy myself, and you won't have to give me a chance. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Like I said, I think rip and ships are a terrible thing. I think that they don't need to happen anymore. But again, like people are going to speak with their wallets, so it's unfortunate, but that's just how it works. They have a cool beard. Yeah, I will tell you guys this, and this is not in any way, shape, or form meant to be offensive, but I don't think that I'll ever be invited to any sort of um, big like collecticon or anything like that. But if I ever am, or you know something like that, if you guys are in the area, like I'm cool. You know, I have a beard for 2 decades now. Yeah, I've had a beard since I was 16. So I'm 31 now. It's not 2 decades, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like Henry, I was watching his live today, and he said he's been on vacation this week. Um, And I'm like, oh, well, maybe that's why, like, I don't know. I'll be honest. I was let down. I was let down by that. Not, I never expected like a friendship, but maybe I was a little hopeful. I guess I'll say. You know, I thought I think he's a good guy, but yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, money talks. Let's see. Um, yeah, I mean, but you gotta think about it too. Like people don't realize this is like, so let's say for example, let's say Team Rocket Joey, right? Just because he's a very what's the word? I know what I'm wanting to say. Controversial figure, right? But let's say you don't like him, and but you still check out his videos, not because you want to support him, but because you're like, I can't, I want to see what he says next. Like you're still supporting him, You're like, you're not giving him any money, but you are giving him money because like your views, even your dislikes, your hate comments, like that's all pushing videos out in the YouTube sphere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and people, I just don't think people understand that. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I mean, like I told you guys, I'll be in the game long enough. I don't. I plan on doing this for as long as I can. Because like I said, I want to be able to give back. Good, bad time, good times, bad times. You know, all that stuff. Um, so as long as we can get to 500 and I can make enough money to be able to do giveaways and to be able to pay at any sort of time whatever crazy prices to be able to do giveaways, like even if I made like 200 bucks a month, like personally, right, like that's fine. Like obviously I would love to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, a year off YouTube, but if I don't, I don't. As long as I can give back, that's what I want. Because I would love, what I would love is in 4 years when we go through another boom. Um, like if I had it my way, I would have distro, and I would be able to go after all the people. Like I'd be able to do what Danny Phantom does, but like talk shit about people that do the opposite, unlike Danny Phantom does, if that makes sense. That's not going to happen, but that's what I would like to do. Let's see. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with him, Brandon. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the numbers are starting to get to him. No idea. Let's see. Crazy said, to an extent, I think it should be like an auction style, and you have a choice. You think that rip and ships are a good concept or a good idea? Yeah, like Danny, like Danny, like I said, my channel, I wanted it to be like a whole Danny Phantom channel where it's like, you guys know I care about you guys. You guys feel like I care about you guys. Um, um, I'm able to do all these extraordinary things that he's done. Like it was a real inspiration for me to start my channel. But like he does not talk shit about anybody, and I feel like for him, he could talk shit about every single person that has been selling above MSRP, that has been doing the rip and ships. Um, yeah, and nobody could argue with him besides saying you're just a dumbass because you're losing out on all this money, which he would say, I don't need this money. Like, I don't need this extra money. You're taking away from people like you say you care about. So I feel like he has like a slam dunk case, and that's what I would like to be except for talk shit. So yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah, like with rip and chips, there's just it's just a gamble, man. Like I think that any content creator that's in the Pokemon community that is on Whatnot, like they instantly lose all credibility, even if they're not doing anything wrong. It's just don't associate yourself with the scummy platform. You know what I'm saying? Martin said, "Yeah, yeah, 100%, Martin. I've said that in several of my videos. I don't know how many videos that you've watched of my channel, but I'm a firm believer that Pokemon needs to they need to be their own distributor of product, and they need to make LGSs sign up to carry their product or online stores, whatever, and that they have to agree to sell that product at a certain price point for a certain amount of time before, of course, raising up prices. I don't think it's a problem um, if your booster box goes up in 2 years, right? But for wave one, it to be $275 that you can sell it for, I think is bullshit. Me personally. And then if we had that, we wouldn't have this problem with like these bull runs and stuff like that. So I agree 100%. Like I think that's what Pokemon should do. I do too. I do too, Brandon. I wish he would call people out, but that's just not who he is. I think that he's one of those people that you could punch him in the face, and I don't really think he would do anything. But if you went after his family, he'd probably do something. You know what I'm saying? And that's not like calling him a wimp or anything like that. It's just he just seems like a super nice guy, you know? And I was watching one of his videos the other day where he said, I guess when he first started his YouTube channel, he was getting like a lot of hate and stuff like that, and he had to take a break for a couple months and then come back. And you got, I mean, Brandon, I like I was going through a rough time, um, and I was just like, damn, like that really spoke to me, you know, because like I am a nice guy, I really am. I think I am at least. I can be a dick though too, you know. But like I was like, I don't know if I can like it would be so easy to just quit this channel. You know, like we had a good run. It was fun. Um, but I was like, no, like I got people. It may be only 5 people, but I got 5 people that care, you know? So I'm gonna stick it out and hopefully be able to do stuff for you guys. See, disco, yeah, distro for sure. Yep, yep. They're greedy little fuckers. Um, yeah, but and that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, like everybody wants to be mad about the GameStop packs, but it's like people are still buying them. Like Twice Big Jake just did a video where he did $1,000. You know, it's like just don't even do it. Just don't do it. But people are gonna do it. Let's see, Crazy said that you can't get distro if you deal with Pokemon. They require you to purchase other products, or that's what the two I talked to said. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I don't really know how it works. I don't think that's 100% true. It might be on certain distros, um, because like Brian, I know that his whoever his distro is, that he just does Pokemon through them. Um, of course, they'll sell you on like other like dice and shit like that, obviously. But as far as I do know people try to diversify themselves besides just Pokemon because you never know what the next hottest, greatest thing is going to be. But I mean, obviously, you made phone calls, so you would know better than me. Yeah, I appreciate it, Brandon. I try to be, you know, and I can tell you what, I'm typically one of those people. Like if I'm mad, you know, I'm mad. If I'm sad, like you know, I'm sad. You know, like I everyone always told me when I was growing up, like you wear your heart on your sleeve, kind of person. So I don't know. I just try to be me, man. Like I said. Uh, yeah, no, I agree. The GameStop pack videos, yep, they're all for clicks and views, and that all that's going to do is make more people go to them and make it even worse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those packs, they're genius though. Like you can't say that if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, let's we if we both have the money available, let's do a pack where you get railed 90% of the time and then you sell it back to us for less than what you originally paid for the pack." You know what I'm saying? Like you'd be all over it. I'd be all over it, you know? Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just how it works. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you wear your heart on your sleeve because like I don't know. You want people to like you, you know? Like at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I don't think anyone goes on YouTube to just be hated. Um, but I can get that way too sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, the problem, Brandon, with that, I didn't know that they were doing that in Japan. Um, I think that gambling, though, even though it's been around for so long, these apps on your phones that you can just download and gamble on sports or um, packs or whatever, you know, like people have credit cards. People are always trying to think they're going to be that person who's going to pull or hit the jackpot. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a new thing in the in this ecosystem, this world. So I think eventually people are gonna have to put their money somewhere else, and then we'll probably see it die down some. But people love to gamble. They definitely love to gamble. Let's see. Martin said, "Yeah, yeah, okay." I mean, you've pretty much seen it all, then, Martin. If you see, fucking owls are going crazy back there. If you've seen the video, if the first video you've seen was that, that was pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much the video that everybody found me on, except for Brandon. Brandon's been around for a while. Yeah, it is Vegas. It's literally Vegas. It's on your phone. Like that's all it is, you know. And people, like I said, everybody. And I would be lying if I don't feel like sometimes like man, if I just if I open one of these, I would pull. But like you know, like even not even that. Like I was thinking it earlier today. I was like, you know what? I think I want to open up one of my Mega Evolutions because I have two booster boxes. And I was like, I really want to open one because I haven't opened up like jack shit. I'm like, no, because I'm just gonna get fucking railed and then I'm gonna be pissed, you know. So let's see, Brandon. I give a shit if you don't like me. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair, man. Like respect is a huge thing for me too. Like with my job, like I don't feel like I'm respected at all. Like I feel like I'm um, taken for granted. And I don't work for like a big company. Like I work, it's literally me It's like me and my like the boss, the owner, like that's it. And so like I hate lazy people, and I hate not being respected and feeling like I've been taken advantage of, or just like, oh, like it pisses me off so bad. I think that Twice Big Jake was not paid for it, because if you listen to his podcast, there is another company that is just like GameStop. Um, those mystery packs called like Courtyard, I think, because I always think of the hotel. It's like what, Hilton or something like that. But Courtyard, it's a new sponsor of theirs, and it's apparently the same thing as the GameStop is. It's a mystery slap pack thing on your phone. So I thought he would do that first before the GameStop. That's the only reason I don't think it's. I don't think it was like a sponsored thing. Yeah, I mean, here's yeah, like I could pull it right, or I could hold on to the box. Hopefully, get. Here's the thing. I think by the end of 2026, I think that we're going to be able to get booster boxes at a much more very affordable price. So why not just wait and secure maybe a case or maybe two more booster boxes, and then I'd feel comfortable opening one, because the problem is once I start opening, I can't stop. Like I will rip through all of my product and not give a fuck about anything until I look at what all I ripped through, and I'm like, that was really dumb. But then once you do that, you can't go back on it, and you've got bulk everywhere you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to be a little bit smarter. Yeah, and I've done that corporate. I used to work for Pella Windows and Doors. They have a plant close to me. I used to work for them, and like I get the corporate part, but like I said, what drives me nuts is working for literally just somebody else. And when you first started working for them, they told you how much they appreciated you. They told you, like, they made you feel like good, and like that your job was valuable. And then I've been with him for 4 years, and he doesn't, like, maybe every now and then he'll be like, I care about you, right? I'm like, yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, like, you don't give a fuck. Like, you just give a fuck about sticking more money in your pocket. So, like, again, I get the whole corporate shit. I know you work for that hotel, so obviously it's completely different. But like, I feel like when you're in a small business, I feel like there's a little bit of a different situation. Yeah, I am not a big fan of Twice Baked Jake. Yeah, I can't find any like sleeve blisters or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not like, my boxes would be like the last thing, but it's just like I just want to open. Like I just want to open something. It's been so long. The last good hit that I've gotten was the Paldean Fates Charizard. That was the last good hit I've gotten. And of course, I haven't gotten to open up a bunch either. Very little of any of the newer sets. But it's like I just want something. I just want to pull something. Like that I actually want, not an IR that I just don't care about. Like one of my chase cards, because there's so many good ones out there. Let's see, blood. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of lazy fucking people, and they think they work hard too. That's the crazy thing, is they like my boss. He like hardly works, but if you ask him, he's like, "Oh man, it's been the roughest week of my life. I've been putting in them hours." I'm like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm working 12-hour days, you know? So it's just, it's people are interesting. People are interesting. Yeah, dude. Like, and that's the thing. Like, people don't get it. Like, just, hey, what's up, card collector? How are you? I have no idea what time it is. Brandon, what time is it? It's actually it's not true. It's 1 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. They just don't want me to know. Yeah, they don't want you to know that your work's valuable for sure. They want to just treat you like shit. Like they want to make you feel like they can replace you at any point in time. Yeah, the Paldean Fates Charizard's amazing. I got rid of it. I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. And as soon as I got rid of it, I got it in a tag tin and I sold it for like $500 on eBay. And then as soon as I did it, like that card shot up to $1,000 in the tag tin. I was like, fuck, you know? But I pulled it out of a tin. So I can't really complain about that. 2 a.m. in North Carolina. Are you getting up ready to go to work or you just been deep in the YouTube? Yeah, dude. Yeah. When I pulled it, when my son pulled it, we got out of a mini tin. And when he pulled it, it was like $100 card. Nobody gave a shit about that card. Yeah. Jake's he seems interesting for sure. I'll be honest though. I think that if you look at YouTube in general, I would say that probably 95% of people on YouTube are shady. Yeah, that whole California thing is crazy to me. Like when I did that interview, when I did that live with Henry, and it was like 8 o'clock. I think it was 8 o'clock. Was it 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock? I don't know. But um, but before he hits the live button, he's like, "Oh yeah, after this live, I'm gonna go golfing." And I had to remember it was like 6 o'clock his time. Like California's crazy. I don't know how y'all do it, but I guess you don't know any different. 2 a.m. Crazy's still around. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. My boss knows that I'm better than him at what I do, but he also knows that in my area, what I make with working for him is more than I could make doing majority of things because I didn't go to college, you know? Like, so, like, I make pretty good money for someone who didn't go to college, in my area at least. And he knows that. So he's like, go find something that pays what I pay. Oh, that sucks. Inept card collector. I apologize for that. Thank you for your service, though. Hopefully, hopefully nothing terrible happened to you that caused you to have insomnia. Robo skills. Yeah, dude. He reminds me of what do they call that person that hides in the woods? Slender Man. Slender Man's what he reminds me of. Yeah, my brother. He went to college for 4 years. 4 years. Um, to to be a therapist, which with how my family situation is, I think is hilarious for him to have done that. And now he wants to be a teacher. So it's like your college degree, and so he's gonna have to go back to school. And it's like your college degree didn't do shit for you, like, but whatever. Just Iraq. Okay. Well, I mean that still could have been pretty bad, but as long as you're saying nothing terrible, I get it. Like I I probably had 3 naps today for about 30 minutes. So the last 48 hours, no, yeah, yeah. The last 48 hours, I've only had like an hour and a half worth of sleep, which is why I look like shit. I'm sure in the video, because I still have to make a video here in a little bit. I'm sure someone's gonna tell me you look like shit, which is fine. Like, I'm not in it for a beauty contest. Yeah, yeah, for sure, Blood. Everybody, every somebody or knows somebody out here. Yep. It's, that's why I tell you guys all the time. There's nothing special about me. The only thing is I bought a shitty mic from Amazon and I hit the record button and I know a decent amount about Pokemon. That's why I tell Brandon all the time. Brandon needs to make YouTube videos because I think he said he's got like a whole room full of his Pokemon um, product shit, whatever you want to call it. Um, so instantly he's gonna go and he's gonna blow up like the 8 million subscribers in one night, take the world by storm. I don't. I don't have an IG. I have a personal Facebook, but that's it. I just I had somebody else ask me about that, and I was like, well, what would I even post on IG? And they're like, the new product you're getting or new cards. And I'm like, not really getting shit right now. I'm just kind of chilling, trying to help people avoid stuff. So I might make one later on down the line. I'm just not a big social media person. So the best thing I could tell you is if you're not subscribed, um, yeah, I just I just don't like social media, to be honest with you. But I would just say if you want to know anything, subscribe. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, I think I've seen you in the subscribers, so I think you're subscribed. And then just keep an eye on my post on the post page because I'll post about going live or um, asking questions, stuff like that. So that's what I would say to do. And it may change later on down the line. I may you know, I may show you guys every day all the new cool PSA 10s that I'm getting while I don't give you guys anything back in return. I think that would be cool to do. I think you guys would really like that. But as of right now, that's not happening. So I'm making sell zombie art. Oh man, it's all good. Like I don't think most artists are assholes. I think a lot of people that think that they're artists suck ass. But I can't draw worth of shit, so I don't claim to be an artist. But a lot of people would say I'm an asshole at the same time too. So maybe I am an artist. Yeah, yeah. I don't honestly. If I had it my way, my videos, I would not even put anything in them. Like it would just be me talking. Like Rudy has it made so well. He just literally throws a chair, talks about his nuts, sleeping with people's sisters, and giving out information that he gets or his opinions. And people eat that shit up, you know. But it's got to be. You got to have because like so my son's mom, my oldest son, um, his mom got him an iPhone, and so it's been his first week with us since he had an iPhone. And dude, he's just been down there just fucking swiping. He's got TV on, listening to YouTube, fucking swipe. Like you got to have noises and sounds and constantly things flashing all over your screen for people to pay attention to what you're saying. So it's like my average watch time on my videos, and I know that my videos aren't always like great or to the point, Sometimes I go down rabbit holes I shouldn't probably go down, but I try to stay on a certain topic and track of that. Um, but yeah, like if I made a 12-minute video, I might get 4 minutes, 5 minutes if I'm lucky, you know. And I can always tell like when some of you guys are watching the video because it'll be like 3 minute average watch time, and then it'll jump up to 6 minutes, and then crash and burn back down. So it's just it's just a new world that we're living in, and that's why I'm going to Rumble. Well, I haven't. To be honest, I'm not really subscribed to Kyra. She's not really my cup of tea. Um, her videos are definitely not bad. She, but you can tell now. Like, I just don't really like the skits and shit that she does. Which I mean, granted, I'm sure it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. Kudos to her because she does it all on her phone. Surely she's got a computer by now. Um, but I just like those skits killed it for me. Like I just like kind of like let's just talk, Let's just talk. No acting like we're at Jimmy John's buying Pokemon cards. Yeah. Roxy, I let's see, did I ever get my Pokemon Center orders? So my UPC is supposed to be here on Monday. I am still waiting on any sort of information for the booster box, ETBs, booster bundles. As soon as I get anything, I'm hoping to get them by Friday next week. And then we'll do a live opening for the booster bundles. So let's see. Brandon, she's married to a girl now. Had kids with a dude and married a girl. I don't know. I thought she said she had a boyfriend or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like, and that's just so funny is when I made that video, people are like, "Oh, you're just talking crap about people to talk crap," and it's like, bro, isn't that what Kyra did with Leonhardt that got her all of her subscribers? Like, nothing that she did was any different than what I did, and then she continued to go down that rabbit hole. So it's like, but she's a girl, you know there's one thing that most dudes love, and that's a girl. Yeah, blood. Aren't you a you like nostalgianomics, don't you? I appreciate it, Brandon. Don't worry. We're gonna keep it going. Somebody just needs to make another video that I don't agree with. But right now everyone's like, let's just be friends. You don't what would you consider her a redhead? I guess so. You're not attracted to redheads, crazy? I mean, your name seems to suggest that you like redheads. Yeah. 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 Which was something he didn't listen to anything I had to say. He didn't listen to a single thing I had to say. He just was like, "You're lying. You're lying." Like, bro, you didn't listen to shit that I said because I said he'll say, "Oh, I'm taking a break," and then he turns around buying shit, buying shit. Let's see. We're a trip. Yeah, we try to be. Like I said, the reason I like to do lives is because obviously in videos you only get to know me to a certain extent. Also, I feel like content creators of all sizes, especially your bigger ones, they're they don't do enough lives with their community. Not like you have to, but I think it's something important to do. So you just come on here. Sometimes people ask questions about what they should do. I give my advice. Some people give their advice, but a lot of time we'll talk about whatever. Like this is an open book, you know, and I'll post it later. So if people really want to know what I think, they can watch it, but nobody ever does. So it's a fun time. Typically, we have Mimic Brew in here, but he may be taking a hiatus from this channel for a little bit. He doesn't give a crap and he keeps it real like you. I don't know, Blood. I think the Nostalgia Novice got you a little tricked because I was watching that video where he was trying to be like, I don't like the way Pokemon is. Like he loves the way that Pokemon is. You know, like he wants shit to be expensive. So, I mean, but if you like him, that's great. Like he does have good points from time to time. Um, I'll never tell any of you guys who to like or not like. You like redheads, David Benny, in your life? Well, yeah. Where I lived, it was all blondes. Them bitches are crazy. That's for sure. Yeah, we just shoot. Yeah. Oh, was Joey? Did Joey do a live? Girls opening mega. Martin, I can't believe you're still here. I feel like I haven't seen you. You're one of those sitting in the corner in your chair, being all quiet, hiding, peeping toms. Let's see. Let's see. What all did you guys say? Had that because yeah, dude. Like, if you're a girl, like what I should have done, and if I had enough time to do it, I think I would. I think I would just do. I'd figure out a way to make my hands look girly, or do like some sort of AI background hand thing, and I would do a voice changer and just talk shit about everybody. And I guarantee you, I'd be at like 10,000 subscribers in less than a month, just because people thought I was a girl. Oh yeah, all of his videos, dude. Like, is yeah, he's a clickbait machine. You're sitting on a case of selfish boxes. You don't. I get it. I get it. Like I said, no hate, no hate at all. But just don't act like just don't act like you feel bad for people. You know, like you don't. It's disingenuous. Like we. But I also understand it's hard to it's hard for people to know that you're a douchebag 100% of the time. Let's see. He did about giveaways. He's doing a giveaway once a week all December. Who, Nostalgianomics is? Oh, Joey. You're saying Joey did? You're a shy one. There's no reason to be shy. You got any questions or anything like that? I mean, look at me, dude. I'm just some country bumpkin in Kentucky. I might be married to my cousin. You don't know. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll check out your channel. Um, I don't know when. I'll check it out tomorrow. Well, today. I'll check it out and see. Yeah, dude, being friendly. I actually don't mind it because I've always had people try to make fun of me my whole life. This is the first time though that I can't punch him in the mouth, which typically works out pretty well. Um, it's just for me, like, again, I care a lot about what people think. So I'm having to adapt to that, being more confident. That's it. Let's see. Be funny. It probably works. Get a breastplate. Put the camera. Yeah, yeah. I could do that. I could do that. But then I can have the beard. Oh, so he's not. So he's not doing it for his Pokemon channel. He's doing it for Lorcana. You can't win the giveaway if you left a hate comment anytime on his channel. That's fucking for Pokemon. Well, hey, I'm gonna enter. I've never left a hate comment on his channel. Do you think he'd count? Do you think he'd count me making a hate video about him? Oh yeah, it's easy to keep tabs on people. All you do is you see him, and I mean, I don't know if you guys watch Mimic Brew's channel at all, but he made a video about like when you make content, you can see everybody's. I can see what Brandon posts on Henry's channel or Team Rocket Joe's channel. I can see, you know, you see all that stuff. He's giving away Phantasmal ETBs. I don't care what people think, but hey, man, sometimes the scrawny, you scrawny fuckers are the worst because you're too fast. You're too fast. So, and honestly, you don't have to worry about it. All you gotta do is if somebody swings at you, just kick them right in the nuts and run away. That's it. Yeah, like a squirrel. Yeah, squirrely little fuckers. That doesn't qualify. So you mean I could get in the giveaway? I can't do it. I can't do it. No, that is true. Yeah, because I can't see. Sometimes crazy when I don't hear from you for a minute, like when it's been like a week or so. I'm like, damn, did crazy? Because like you won't post anything. Like I'll even go check out your channel. I'm like, I'm gonna see if he's still following me, and I can't see shit. So that's a good point. Snap their fingers too? No, you don't need to snap nobody's fingers. Just kick them in the nuts and get out. That's it. Because scrawny people are fast too. Normally, like big people, whether it's width or height, they're not that fast. There you go. So tomorrow, go find some Hell's Angels in California and go try that out and let me know how it works out. You can hide in one of the trash cans, one of them dumpsters. Right next to what's that street in California where all the hobos live? Hmm. Yeah. Teeth in the news getting dragged down. What is it? Where all the stars are? All the stars are. He's getting dragged down by Hell's Angel people. Yeah, Skid Row. Hide in the homeless encampments. Hide behind a homeless person. Nobody see you. Call you the Flash. Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah. No. It. I watched this one guy. What's his name? I don't know. He does videos about people who are like on drugs or um, the Whitaker people. He's in California. He does a lot of people on Skid Row and stuff like that. So that's why I said you'll never catch me in California. No way. Yes, soft light underbelly. Yep. No, crazy. You're good. You're good, man. Like I said, it's just like honestly, for me personally, is there's people that you guys like have been around for a while and been very supportive, and it would make me feel bad if you guys stopped following my channel. You know what I'm saying? Not like obviously if my channel's not for you for whatever reason, if I go down a different path, um, or whatever the case may be, like that is completely understandable. But it's like right now, as I'm still growing, it's nice to it's like a comfort, to see Brandon in the comments, to see you in the comments, to see oh blood shows up every now and then, but there's like there's people that show up on a constant basis. It's like, hey, you know, like I'm like, okay, cool. They're still liking the content. So that's all it is. I know that life gets busy at times. So it's all good. It has nothing to do with that. It's a comfort thing. Yeah, it- I mean, yeah, consistent supporters are super nice to have. Um, but honestly, it's just like, yeah, it's just A, yeah, you guys are there, and B, it's like you guys are still enjoying the content. You guys are still around. You guys are, you liking it. So that's what it's more about. Let's see. Oh, dude, you don't have to do that. Like, that's why I do this shit late, Like, go take care of your channel first. I mean, like we go live, we go pretty long. So if you gotta bang out a quick video, bang it out. I'll let you know if it's poop hole. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just feel like I'm just like, oh, that video's kind of crap. But lately, it seems like people are liking it for the most part. For the most part, so that's good. The views just aren't there. Like artwork, if no one sees it, it kind of doesn't exist. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I've had some videos lately. Like I've been like, oh man, I'm super excited about this video, and I think I think it's well, and it's all a metrics game, man. Yeah, no, for sure. You guys are awesome. I try to tell you that as much as I can. You know, which I know a lot of the time most of you guys either don't make it to the end of the video or maybe like fast forward or two times it, which is cool. It's fine with me. I obviously would it be great for everybody who supports my channel to watch it all the way through the end? Absolutely. Um, but I try to tell you guys several times during the week. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything's going well. You guys are awesome. You know, because I think it's important. I think it's important. And some, we all have shitty days, and you know, I know that when one of you guys is like has a great video or great points, it's like appreciate that. Life's hard. Life's hard in all different forms. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what though, crazy. There's a lot of men that say shit and they don't mean it. Yeah, I've heard people say that, but and I'm pretty sure you've heard me say this before, Brandon. Like, I also do think that there is value in in maybe not making content every single day. I do understand how like people. I can see it both ways, but what kind of made sense to me is like WWE, right? They'll keep the world heavyweight champion. They will kind of keep him out of the TV light. He's not there all the time. Um, but then when he is there, it's like, oh, he's here. So I feel like, honestly, I think for Team Rocket Joey, yeah, the mystique of it, exactly. So like with Team Rocket Joey, I think that if he made a video like twice a week and put more effort into it and more substance to it, like who knows what his channel could be. But at the same time, I could see it where it's like, hey, they're there every single day. But I also feel like if you're making videos every day, it's hard for people to keep up and support each and every single one of your videos. And right now for me, it's like I'm at such a crucial point where like every minute, every like, every comment, like that pushes the algorithm, that pushes my watch hours, that pushes more people seeing it. So it's like it's a tricky spot to be in. It really is. I don't fully agree with the upload every single day thing. Let's see, crazy. I'll tell you what, man. I got I got four teenagers at my house right now. The world's fucked. The world is absolutely fucked. And I'm glad I'm going to be dead before any of them can become president because I'll go live in Antarctica with the Eskimos at that point. Yeah. No, I mean, I think in general, I think I think in general, people want to see people grow and succeed to certain extents. Obviously, um, it's just the for me, like the Pokemon hobby. It's just there's so many different facets you can go down, and so it's like I'm still trying to figure out where I want to go, but I have certain things that I don't want my channel to be. So like I don't want to have a membership program. Like I want to be a part of the membership program for for YouTube to pay me, but I don't want people to pay $2, a dollar, $10 a month because I don't have any sort of extra value that I can think of at this current point in time to make it worth your while. Um, I want what all I want is for the people who support my channel All I want is for them to watch my videos, like the videos, and that's it. You know, um, and then that's how YouTube pays me. I don't want people doing super chats and gifts and bullshit like that. I don't want that. That's just me though. That's just me. So, and I know people are making a killing off of like private discords from memberships and bullshit like that, but it's like I would rather just have a discord where anybody can join, um and have really cool people. We talk. We're all involved. Um like, but I get it. People want to come in, they want to make their bread, and they want to bounce. That's just not that's not how I am personally. Yeah, yeah, dude. Like that, like Pokey Chuck, like, and even like Pokey Chuck, and even it was never a face, which that dude, I don't know. He's kind of weird too. Um, what was I gonna say? Like the market, which it's the same shit every day. It fucking kills. Like people will eat that shit up. And then what's funny is they'll go from It's Never a Face, they'll go to Pokey Chuck, they'll go to Pokey Beard, and like it's just the same shit over and over and over and over and over. You know? And it's just like I just don't want to do that. Like it's easy money. It's easy, like for the views, like, but it just seems boring. Let's see, you're paying Henry $10 a month. Yeah, like I don't like I said, I want you guys to just support the channel the free way. I don't even know how that works. Like if membership programs and stuff, like if you can just turn that off. I don't know if that works or if that's something that has to be turned on. But like I don't want that. I don't want any of that shit. Which I mean, we still got a while for that to go. Let's see the nostalgia. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of different people doing different things. I mean, look at Kyra. Kyra is considered a part of the Pokemon community, and she's blown up like crazy. And she was talking about some sort of other card game in a couple of her videos. So it's like, I don't know. You can make it. You can make it. It's just, and like I said, that I was watching. Sometimes I'll see what Ice PCSD is saying. Uh, oh, nice! Congratulations on that. I actually really want to get one of those too, Roxy. But he's got like 600 subscribers, but he's got less views than I get on every single one of the videos. There's another guy called RAR, RAWRRTCG or something like that. And he does a lot of clickbait, and his views are awful, awful, awful views. But he's got over 1,000 subscribers. So it's just crazy. YouTube's a crazy place, and only crazy people do YouTube. Fell off. I mean, a decent video a year ago, but now it's mindless. Yeah, I actually checked on his channel the other day, and it's just all the red arrows, green arrows, three pictures of cards as the thumbnail. Him hiding in the corner somewhere of the thumbnail. It's just like, but it works, man. He gets the views. He gets the views. So okay, yeah, I know you have to apply. Um, but I don't know about that. I actually really like the vendor content, but it doesn't do me any good because it's like an hour or two, and that's an hour or two I could be jumping around listening to podcasts or other content creators because I might be able to hear some of the things that they're saying, take that and put my own spin on it in a different way and make a video on it. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to talk about vendors for? But I actually really do like the content. A teach-in hoarder. So you have a nice little collection of of Pokemon stuff. I need to check out your channel. Let me write that down. So Blood doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. I told him he needs to make one. I think he said he might be doing shorts here soon. Watch, what is it? Inept card collector. Okay, I'm gonna watch that later tonight. This morning, I apologize, and you'll know because I'll comment something. But I'm generally curious about your channel. Let's see. That is a good point. That's a good point, Brandon, for sure. Yeah, which I mean, your channel, crazy. That's perfect because it's not like you're crazy okies pokey. You know, it's literally collectibles. So that could do very well for you. And your dog's assisting you. Hey, I'm all for it. I mean, shit, dude. You see me? I'm in a car. I'm on the back deck. There's a little there's a little fucking peddler pusher for the kids. Like you just gotta make it work, man. It's all good. All the people with the lights and all crazy shit and the uh, yeah. I'll tell you what. People love like graded card like reviews, unboxings. So that's what I would do. Like, I mean, just so you know, I don't like PSA, so I can't support you. I'll comment though, but I don't like PSA, especially what PSA is doing right now. But people always you could literally say you send off 20 cards, say huge PSA return, and then just have like you holding the PSA box or some shit. You know, I guarantee you. Put some tags in the description. Put some tags in the in the tag part of your video. Have a little mount for your for you do the lives instantly. You'll probably get 1,000 views. And make sure you say subscribe, comment, and like about 50 times in that video. And who knows, man, you might be at 500 by then. Yes, Blood, you need to get on here. Just take a video, just or pull up a video from your phone and just upload it. Don't even think about it. Just fucking upload it. If you don't know what to title it, go on ChatGPT or Gemini and say, concept of video is this. Give me some catchy titles. She'll give you a list of 5, 10, 15. You can go and say clickbait or serious or whatever, and just description, tags, all that stuff. They'll let you know everything. So I submitted to PSA during this whole. It's been a couple months, but I've submitted to PSA during this bull run. It's been fine. Um, so it just depends. I mean, I would um, with PSA, I would do it yourself. It's super easy to do. Just go to your post office or if you have like a we ship it store, just do the order. You don't have to pay anything until later on, and then pack it however they tell you to pack it. It's super easy. Yeah, that hair's pretty crazy. No, dude, like I said, I'm ready. I'm ready for this sucker to go. I still got some decent hair right now, but I'm ready for it to fucking go and go bald. Start wearing scullies and, you know, grow out this side. So all what all the white Kentucky people do. Yeah. I would love to get to a point, Roxy, where um, I could find somebody that we could do like a weekly live or weekly pod or something like that. But I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, because I I didn't really watch those videos, but I heard that they were good because Plumber would combat Alex on some of his takes and kind of cool him off. So I heard it was a big thing. I would like to do that at some point. A skullet is as metal gets. I thought that was dyeing your hair and spiking it with a mohawk. I know. I gotta get. I guess I gotta get a little bit bigger and find somebody. Um, Joe, you guys know Joe, the little cartoon looking dude that had pop up like on the lives yesterday or not yesterday, last week. I don't know what's going on with him. Um, so it's just obviously nobody wants to do anything with a small channel. So I just got to grow and maybe find some other people. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool to do at some point. I thought I did good in it, and then I watched Crazy. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the live on that he did the other day with Pokeblab? They went for like 2.5 hours, and he seemed like he loved that shit. And he's like, I definitely got to have you back. And I went back and watched part of my video towards the end. Fucker didn't say that to me. He said that in private. So I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like, fuck it. What I did. Well, the problem is what I did. I was too I was a little too quiet and just like kind of let him talk. Where this dude was just like, you could tell he likes hearing himself talk a lot and he thinks he's really smart. And I'm not a big market person either. Like, I can tell you stuff, but yeah. Your dad has a natural skullet. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Yeah, no. If I once this top goes, I'm keeping it all shaved. I'm gonna wear a flat bill like everybody does, and I'll get tattoos everywhere. I'll do all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're not in a rush to get any cards graded, I would definitely wait. Wait till shit calms down. Um, Also, PSA typically runs deals when they're not backed up and they want people's money. I haven't really seen a bunch with PSA cards getting stolen. I know that Tag right now, you do not want to send anything to Tag. Apparently, the FedEx and the UPS and the USPS, they figured out Tag's address because they have two different addresses, and people are getting hijacked left and right and losing a shit ton of money. Grow the skullet for the thumbnail clickbait. I will I will see if I can do chat GBT. That will not be till another video though. I've already got the thumbnail for this video that I'm going to be making at some point. Um, it may not be. It may be later today, Sunday, just because I've been 48 hours of pretty much no sleep, so my brain may not work. But I'll I will. I'm gonna write that down. Ask Chat GBT to make, what is it called? A Scully or Skullet? Let's see. I appreciate that, Roxy. It's called a Skullet. Skullet. Okay. To make me have Skullet. Okay. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that. I will do that. I don't give a shit what are people gonna do. Yeah, at first, Brandon, um, I thought like, oh no, because like it looked like Henry was miserable, and then the later on it went, dude. I mean, it was Laugh fucking City. It was a circle jerk in a time and a half. But it's all good, man. Well, I'll find a dance partner somewhere. With your favorite Pokemon tattoo on your face too. Okay, I don't know if it can do that. I don't know if I can ask it to do that. That might be a little too much. But I'll ask. With Pokemon face tattoo. Okay, and maybe an anime like a what's it called? Like an animation version of me. Explosions in the background. Okay, you're getting a little too crazy. You're getting a little too crazy with the. I mean, we still got to make people think. Um, we still got to get people to think that I'm talking about Pokemon. You know, I can't be looking like Kid Rock over there. Yeah, inept. Sorry, I did see your comment about you saying you did a live with a couple bigger YouTubers last year. I think that YouTube's just blown up like crazy, and everybody wants to stick with their own kind of people. So big does it with big, small does it with small. And of course, you have a couple people that are nice and they're like medium-sized channels that want to help out smaller people. Um, I've just had nobody ask me for anything, so which is fine. I mean, obviously, I'm a shit talker, so I'm not surprised. But that's really cool that you got to do that. AGS, crazy. I did AGS. I actually really liked AGS. Um, their slabs are really tough. Their turnaround times are amazing. Um, they just there's just there's no resale value on them, like at all, like at all. Like honestly, it hurts the value of your card. Sorry, it hurts the value of your card more than getting it graded with them than just it being a raw card, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's super cool. Like I said, after that live, I had some people that came on my live, and they're like, "Who would you like to do a live with?" I'm like, "I don't care. I'll do it with anybody. Like, I'll do one with with Pokey and E. I don't know what we talk about, but I'd do one with him if he wanted me to." I played too much Black Ops 7. Yeah, I heard that game's a shit show. I heard the multiplayer is really good. Campaign's goofy as fuck, and the zombies is good. So I guess it's not a complete shit show, but I heard it's some weird stuff. Do any of you guys play CS2? I guess is what it's called now. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I would do a live with probably anybody. I know he charges scalper prices. I got you. Well, I used to play CS:GO, and with this computer, it's supposed to be able to handle CS:GO. So, or CS2. So like I didn't know if anybody else played it, but I thought that'd be cool too. If anybody did play it, hop on and play a couple games and shoot shit also different times. But I'm not gonna be. I don't really have a lot of time to do any of that stuff as far as like Call of Duty or Battlefield, and I'm not paying for a console because yeah, I don't game like I used to either. But CS2 is awesome. CS:GO is always a great game. I've only played multiplayer so far. It's all right. It's no Battlefield 6. Which one do you think's better? Battlefield or Call of Duty? Yes. And now I can finally get knives. Battlefield for life. That's a hot take. I think Battlefield's finally taken over. But I don't. I think Call of Duty used to be better than Battlefield. That makes sense then. I can. I tried Battlefield. There was another game. What was it? Medal of Honor. Was that one? That game sucked ass. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I played Call of Duty when it first came out and I fell in love with it. So they don't make video games like they used to anymore. I can't believe Fortnite's still a thing. Can't believe that. During Bad Company, that was a good game. That was a good game. It went through a woe period the last 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. They don't make games like they used to. That's for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, they were. I think we're going to go for like 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. And then we're going to call it for this weekend's edition of Lives. Appreciate you guys. It's like almost 3 o'clock. No, it's 2 o'clock. Um, but I had fun. I appreciate you guys coming out. Um, expect a video later today. I'm probably just going to honestly go inside and go to sleep. Um, and then I'll work on a video. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you all the new people um, that are new to the channel. Roxy, it's good to actually see you. Normally you kind of come in and then I don't know what happens. But Inept, great seeing you too. Blood, always. Um, all the giveaway winners. If I do not, if I don't put the email, please comment down below when this live goes, or comment in the new video and just let me know, and I'll put it in somewhere. But those will be going out Friday. Like I said, I'll give you guys the shipping information, and then everybody else, stay tuned for the lives, giveaways, all that stuff. Hoping to have some more around the holidays, and I just appreciate you guys. All right, y'all have a great weekend, and have a great week. I'll see you guys in some videos. Peace, everybody.